Do you need an MBA? It's a tough call because in many situations, it can actually close more doors for you than open them. And I'll explain why. Now, it can actually open a lot of doors for you too, but I only advise doing an MBA if you want to change careers, and networking does not help you change careers. So if you want tips on how to network, then go back to the very first episode in this vlog series, because if you can change jobs and careers by networking, then an MBA is not really worth your time. And it actually could set you back a number of years as well in terms of career progression if you're not doing it for the right reasons. So what are the problems with MBA schools? Well, it can really set you back many years if you don't need it. And so the only reason you should go is if you can't change careers through networking. And the problem with business schools is they don't teach you some of the most important skills in life, like how to present, how to manage your personal finances, how to sell, and how to get a job. I mean, those are the most important things in business to begin with. So if you're considering going to business school, then I suggest doing the following. First of all, take the Princeton Review, because the GMAT is not an intelligence test. It's just how well do you write the test. And I took it and I did really well, and that's saying a lot because I really don't do well on tests. And there's lots of little rules they teach you, like little things like if you have the word always or never in the answer in a multiple choice question, then that's a wrong answer. Why? Because a lawyer can contest that answer. In fact, if you take Princeton Review and you want to go to business school, you'll learn how to answer a lot of the questions correctly without reading the questions itself. Okay, and I'm not affiliated with the Princeton Review or any companies for that matter. Now, business school can help you soar to new levels. You might be able to accomplish wonderful things. This is going to crash and burn, but I'm going to try to use my son's trampoline for this scene here while we're filming from on top there. All right, so you can take your career to the next level if you get an MBA from a great school and if you network a lot. Okay, so it's not just about, I know I'm making a fool of myself here. It's not just about what you learn in school, of course, but more importantly, it's who you get to know well at school, because you're gonna learn more from people in your class than you will from your professors in many cases. And my network is really good because I went to a certain business school, whatever, but I wouldn't have gone if I could have gotten into the finance industry on my own. And I tried to, I just didn't network enough. I was working in tech, I wanted to work in finance, and I called Morgan Stanley, and Morgan Stanley said, your background isn't helpful to get into this industry. Give me 1 second, let me land this, and I'll take you on a walk with me. One take, right? Oh. All right, here we go, over here. All right, great, done. Now, let's go on our walk and I'll fill you in on more stuff about business school. So let's say that you've tried networking as much as you can and it's just not working for you. You can't get into a new career because people you meet with aren't helpful, and you're like, I've tried everything. I've got to go to business school. Well, then what you do is you make sure that you work 4 years first before getting an MBA, because what happens is if you go to a good school and if you don't work 4 years, then when it comes time to graduation, all your fellow classmates who have usually 4 years or more experience, the recruiters will focus on them and not you. Okay, so I think it's good having at least 4 years. Now, if you're older and like say out of your 20s, you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s or whatever, then your chance of getting in is actually a lot higher. And if it's been your dream always to go to Harvard Business School, HBS, 2/3 of which is BS, by the way. I got rejected. Whoops, sorry for patting that. I got rejected by HBS, so I'm allowed to say that. But if that's your dream, then if you're older, you got a better chance of getting in, because the admissions committee will look at you and think, well, you can add more value than other people can. right? Because you have a lot more experience to offer to other students. And so for me, my grades weren't that good in undergrad. They were good enough, I guess, whatever. But the way I got into business school was, one of the ways was, I thought about the whole process of differentiating myself. How am I different from everybody else that's applying? And I thought, well, gosh, I don't have that much to really brag about. And so what I did was I actually did something that no American could do at the time. What I did was I actually went on an exchange program in my last year at McGill University. And I went on exchange in Cuba at the Faculty of Economics at the University of Havana. And I wrote one of my essays about that. Now, I know it's a double-edged sword because some people might not like the fact that I went to a country where not everyone's allowed to go to. But it worked out okay for me, I think, because it helped to really differentiate me. And so the important thing to do, I'm gonna turn around now. I'm tired from jumping up and down, man. It's tiring. Hey! The important thing to do, though, is to really understand why you want to go to business school before you figure out how to get in. And if you want to go to business school, you know what I'm going to do is for the next, for the next 7 days, I'm going to give away this course of mine for free. All you have to do is go to this website here and enter in. This is the code here. And it's a course on how to get into the top business schools. I recorded it a couple years ago, and I think it's still up to date. And I've helped a lot of people get into the top business schools. So anyway, check it out. I hope it's helpful to you. My neighbor thinks I'm crazy here. She's smiling, and yeah, I am kind of crazy. I mean, I jumped on a trampoline. All right, trying to do this all in one take. Looks like my son Andrew is home for his first day at high school. They start early here in the Bay Area, high school that is. So anyway, I hope I'm doing a better job with the drone. I'm gonna try to have it follow me tomorrow in the next vlog. If this was helpful to you, and only if it was helpful, please click the like and subscribe if you want to as well. If you have any questions about business school, should you go or not, just send me a message or leave a comment here in this video. I'll see you at Manana. Thank you.